here today to show you how to mount and dismount like a pro. A lot of athletes have a go at it, but they don't know the steps to actually really nail it. So that's what we're going to show you today. First of all, I'm just going to pop my helmet on. So if you are practicing this at home, even if it's in a little court like this, always pop your helmet on just for safety. So you can see on my bike, I've already got my tri shoes locked into my bike. So I'll show you. So tri shoes, the difference between tri shoes and bike shoes is they're one strap, so they're a lot easier to get your foot in. If you've got 2 or 3 straps or a ratchet, it makes it a lot harder. So generally you do need tri shoes for this. So what I'm going to do to start with is actually making sure that you can run with your bike, okay? So the key with running with your bike, if you want to turn left, you lean your bike left. If you want to turn right, you lean your bike right, okay? So that's the key. So all we're doing is running with our bike. If we want to go left, we'll lean left. If we want to go right, we'll lean right, okay? So that's the first skill that you will want to master for transition, regardless of whether you're doing mount and dismount. So you can practice that at home. Okay, so the first few steps of mounting your bike is first running with your bike. You'll see I'm actually back behind my bike. My pedal is away from my shin, so this one is away from my shin, regardless of which side you run on the bike with. Make sure that is away from you. So I've got plenty of room to actually build up some pace in my transition and mount to the mount line. So all I'm doing, running with my bike, I then need to get my hands from here onto the handlebars. So I'll start here. I've practiced my running with my bike. My next step is basically go from here to here. Okay, so I'll be in that motion there. You can see already I'm now in a position where I can jump on my bike. So we've run, so that's step 2. So we've run with our bike, we've got to here. That's step 2. From there, we go to step 3. So we're running onto our handlebars. We then go into a little side skip. So if you see my feet back here, I'll come around so you can see from this side. Running onto the handlebars, a little side skip. So my body has turned to my bike. The key here is making sure your bike stays upright. A lot of athletes you'll see is they'll run and they'll start to do this. Okay, what will then happen if you lean your bike left, it'll want to turn left. Okay, so it's important that your bike stays upright when you're in that position. Okay, so that was step 3. We're then going into what we call the actual flying mount. So we need to get from here to our leg up and over the saddle. And a way I get athletes to practice this is literally stand here, put your hands on the brakes, lift up and over. So you'll see a couple of things here. Watch this left foot here. I'll actually go up into a calf raise. So I'm up on my toes, so I've got a little bit more height, and my foot can then come up over the saddle. So I'll come in a little bit closer so you can see this. So hands on the brakes, up on my toe, and this one up over the saddle. So you notice my leg is bent. And so you can basically just practice this, okay? So get the confidence that your leg can actually go up and over the saddle. Okay? So once you're confident with that, we can then do it in motion. So we're running with our bike onto the here, into a skip, and then you can slide on your bike. Okay? So make it look nice and simple, and it is once you get those little steps in place. Okay, once you've slidden onto your saddle, we then obviously need to try and get into our bike shoes. Now notice today I'm practicing with my runners. Once you're confident of doing that with your runners, I then like to take them off, and we'll go into then working on getting into our shoes. Now the key with that, once you've slid onto your saddle, all I'm doing is I point my toe downwards to flick my shoe over, and then my foot will land on top of my bike shoe, and I can pedal away and then get in. So I'll show you that one. So going through our steps, running onto the handlebars, skip, up, slide on, keep your eyes up, and then you're pedaling away. So to then get in your shoes, simple, drop your foot down. You can use your hand to then get the other one, pedal a bit more.